6 of Series 5 of Master League Story Mode. We are right at the end of things now. We are pretty much in to the final run. We've got 2 episodes left. As you can see, I've sort of been spacing them out. Chilling a little bit, yes. Making plans for PES 2020. It's very, very close. I've got a bit of work to do, I'll tell you that much. But we've got a bit of work to do as well in this series, but that's really in the next episode, the final episode of the series. Starts with the FA Cup final. I mean, if we lose that and we're unable points-wise to win the league, we may not even play the final fixture, just because fuck you, Man City. Fuck you, Man City, and your incredible consistency, which unfortunately sees them with 3 games remaining 5 points ahead of us. They need to slip up, but the games that they were going to slip up against, Leeds, possibly Spurs, they beat them. They were fine there. So despite us beating them in the FA Cup semi-final, they are on top. They're in pole position. But, you know, we can keep the pressure on with 2 games today against Stoke and Arsenal, which hopefully we can win confidently, tee ourselves up nicely for an FA Cup final. A couple of changes today. I think we'll bring Diop in. We've not seen a lot of him, have we? He was an exciting signing, but then Pavard snuck in, took his spot. Everyone else looking pretty good. Some poor form, but that's fine. What I probably haven't been showing, actually, because it's a bit boring, but I do, or have done for quite a while, always mark the wingers with the right and left back. And then Fabinho, generally, I'll give him the job of the centre forward, as he drops in as that middle centre back when we're out of possession. Seems to work pretty well. It's worked okay. I don't think I will bother covering their attacking midfielder, who is Gianelli and Bula, who looks old there and is certainly not an attacking midfielder. Stoke, yeah, a lot of 60 rated players, an ageing backline and a 66 rated keeper. This should be little more than a formality. We've been caught out by saying that before, haven't we? So let's be wary. Let's concentrate, but we are at Anfield. Let's spank them. So this series, well, it's going to have a sort of a crescendo at the end. The FA Cup final is a great way to finish this series, but let me know what you think of Series 5 of Master League Story Mode in total. I guess, looking back now, I mean, maybe, we probably just never really had time. I think the thing for next season, we're going to have to make our way through things a bit quicker. I don't know how I'm going to do that. It might be streams, but yeah, it feels like Bielsa needed a couple more seasons to cement his legacy to win something big. We've still got a chance, as we said with the FA Cup. But let me know what you think. Where does it rank against Corrine, against Tim Sherwood, Series 1? Let me know what you think. Sessegnon, lovely flick into Savic. Turns away from Bula. Still Savic. Oof, Dawson, good block. Trent with the ball in, looking for Savic. Takes it down. Oh, he's stolen it there. Naby Keita, lovely turn, unlucky. Trent, nice ball into Dybala, flicks it into Mo Salah. Oh, steps away. That's good defending by Ibrahim Afellay, though. Trent has won it back. Big mistake there from Afellay. Trent ball in, looking for Sadio Mane. Bauer heads away. So pretty uninspiring start to the half, but Savage is going to look to try and get things going here as he puts it in towards Mo Salah. That would have been delicious. What a touch there from Milinkovic-Savic. 20 minutes in, though. And although Stoke have had absolutely nothing, yeah, we can't seem to find many chances, which is a little worrying. Oh, Savic sees the opportunity there and then rolls it into the path of Paulo Dybala. Surely he's got the legs to get away from Dawson here. Opens up his body, it's straight at the keeper. Not his best finish. Trent away from Afellay. Early ball into Dybala, Martin Zindi. Slid way too early there. Dybala inside to Naby Keita. Oh, and Lecker's off his line well. We're probing here. Mane, lovely turn of pace. We'll whip a dangerous one in here. Dybala straight at the keeper. Salah's there to just about knock it home. Well, it's been all Liverpool. I mean, the possession stats in this are going to be absolutely crazy. And eventually, we take our chance. I mean, we've been knocking on the door. There's never been any concern, really. Mane skips away. Dybala straight at the keeper. And then the Stoke number 2 just couldn't react. Just didn't react. There's some very poor players in this side. I'm not sure how they're still in the Premier League. I'm not sure where they are in the league, but they should be near the bottom. And now Sadio Mane uses Milinkovic-Savic as a smoke screen, edge of the box. He's hit a very good one there. He's hit a very good one. The goals have dried up a little for Sadio Mane. He was pretty important for us in our early days at Liverpool. Scored some big goals in some games where Bielsa's tactics and everything was still bedding in. But that's a special one. Linkovic-Savic making the dummy run, drawing the defender, and then it all opened up. It's a good old thwack, and that's 2. And that's no less than we deserve. It's a decent ball into Afellay. Trent's across. Afellay does well, and that's not a bad effort. First shot in anger for Stoke in this game, and Afellay with almost a beauty of an outside of the boot. Dybala's got the skills. And Joe Allen's a little short there, and he's a little short to be getting to that. A day late and $1 short even, and yep, that's fine. 3-0. Yep, that's, I would say, warranted. It's been all Liverpool pressure. Unfortunately, this could all mean nothing. At least what we can do is put a bit of goal difference pressure on Manchester City. If we can really turn this into a cricket score, say 5 or 6, then actually that could have an effect. Salah now. Turns away from Martin Zindi. Can we add another before the break here? Salah inside. Cuts back. Onto the left. Oh, it could fall here to Savic. Oh, couldn't quite get it through the sea of Stoke bodies. Could have easily made it 4 here. And yeah, let's keep it going. Let's keep that goal difference racking up. Only 59% possession. That's lower than I expected, to be honest. We did allow Stoke 1 shot off target. Disappointing, really. Sure, Bielsa will have some strong words for his team. We'll come out in the second half and score 5. 5 more. Let's do it. Probably will be no more, will it? Oh, that's disrespectful. How the fuck have you managed that? Fabinho caught in possession. That is poor. That is poor. I mean, I'd switched off. Liverpool had as well. Oh, Diop, that's no good. Just let him glide past you there, and Afellay with a good finish. Come on, this isn't the 5 goals that we promised. So another prime opportunity here for the Argentinian to get us back to 3 goals up. Whoa! That was magical. That really was postage stamp stuff. Straight in the stanchion. Off the post as well. You've got to love an off the post. Got to love an off the post. This is a good angle for it. Oh, it's the bar and then maybe a little bit of post as well. Delish. Absolutely delish. Keita into Jean-Philippe, the substitute. Oh, almost scores with his first touch. Almost, but not quite. We will have a corner with 30 seconds left, and we're going to put it in to the big lad at the near post. Looks to flick it back. Hyman will play it away. And that is 4-1. Embarrassing, really. Should have been a lot more. We took our foot off the gas in a big way in the second half. Allowed them to score, which is frankly unacceptable. But, yeah, pretty dominant. We'll take that. We'll take that momentum. Thank you very much. Sessegnon with a 4.5. He was in some weird positions in that game. Look at that heat map. Ending up in the right wing position a lot. It's very strange. Anyway, let's keep going. So we have a slightly tougher test now in Arsenal, but let's see how City did. Lovely to see Leeds getting a 4-0 win over Spurs. That's good stuff for them. Could they secure European football again? And Manchester City losing 3-1 to United. I forgot there was a Manchester derby. We said all the difficult games for them had gone, but we were wrong. And Arsenal drawing 1-0 with Chelsea. 2 points in it. With 2 games left to go. That's insane. I mean, look, if we could have scored a couple more goals, we could be chasing their goal difference down as well. But as it is, we just have to keep winning. And Arsenal will be a test for us. And it's definitely now one that we have to win. There's a tiny little ray of hope. Manchester City slipping up when it comes down to it, especially against their local rivals. That must have been a huge game. Oh, and they've come in and offered us the job. I don't think we're going to take that. We can't take it. What we can do now is try and focus our minds, calm our minds, as we take a trip to London, to the Emirates to play Arsenal. Oh, and Mo Salah on a downward arrow. That's an interesting development. Who do we play out there? I think we're going to play Vitinho. We've not seen a lot of him this season. He's quick, decent passer, good all-rounder. And he's on a green arrow. Diop, not great for me in the last game. Everyone else looking good. Arsenal, fairly unchanged side actually. Ramsey's still there. Maitland-Niles at left back. Dubois, Mustafi and Mavropanos at centre back. That's encouraging. They've still got Lacazette on the bench. Bellerin misses out. Leno not playing. This has suddenly become a really tense one. Let's do this. So you can imagine the feelings now in the dressing rooms. Manchester City, Liverpool, Manchester City. Have they been shaken by another big loss They lost to us, obviously, in the FA Cup, and now they've lost a Manchester derby at such a crucial point in the season. Well, the mindset drilled into them by Pep Guardiola, will it be enough? And will Liverpool be able to continue the good form? Will be able to push them to consecutive league wins in their final 3 games? It's going to be absolutely necessary. We have to do enough. If we win today and City lose, then, as you know, maths fans, we will go top of the table with only 1 game to play. Play West Ham in the final game. I know that City's 2 final games were definitely easy ones. I think they play Huddersfield today, so we've got the bigger test. Can we stand up and be counted at this important part of the season? Let's do it. Oh, Sessegnon, lovely challenge on Dubois. Early in this game, he's looked solid. Can he put a good ball into Dybala? It's not a bad one. It's not a bad effort as well. Maybe just a little flick into the... I think it was Vitinho with him there. It would have been the better option. What a ball by Ryan Sessegnon. He's turned into a classy young player. Ball into the box. Savic is there with Mustafi. Gets the header off. It's off the line. Keita tries to keep it alive. Another good chance there. Oh, Aubameyang is through. Bernardo wrong side of him here, but he makes up the ground well. Forces him wide. Never going to be too much of a problem from that angle. Long throw into Savic. Turns. Beautiful. Oh, Mustafi just couldn't handle it. Couldn't handle the brute. He got a good shot off as well. Unlucky there. Savic again, lovely footwork. Mane will have time to look up for Vitinho here. Good fall, and he sneaks ahead of Maitland-Niles. And Vitinho back in the side. Another player whose goals we relied on early in this series. Back in the side today in this crucial game. With Mo Salah, I guess Mo Salah must be ill. Maybe an illness, a bug. That seems about right for that sort of form. Not injured, but not technically playable. And Savic again pulling the strings. Good ball in here, but Maitland-Niles looked to have it covered. He just wasn't decisive enough with the clearance. Coutinho pounced, and we've got a goal early here at the Emirates. Let's try and control this one now. Aubameyang played through. Bernardo, yes! Our boy. Our day 1 boy. And he's playing at the highest level now, and he looks comfortable. Trent now. Inside to Savic. Just about finds its way there. Looks to power away from Torreira. He's hit that very well. Narrowly wide. Sessegnon, lovely flick into Savic. Oh, Bernardo's made a run through the centre. You love to see it. You love to see it. Big Bernie. Oh, and that's Tony Adams-esque here in the Arsenal Stadium. Obviously not the same one, but wow. That might be his first goal on a Liverpool shirt. I think it probably is. I don't know what the hell he was thinking. But he just kept motoring through. And Savic found him. No one expected it. No one expected it. And there it is. What a finish as well from the Brazilian. We've loved him since the very first day at Leeds. He has been Marcelo Bielsa's most trusted player, I would say. The one that we can always depend on. And then in this crucial game, in a Premier League season where the title is still a possibility, pops up with his first goal on a Liverpool shirt. He said, look, Marcelo, I'll do it myself. Oh, Sessegnon steps out of defence with authority. Dybala, the back heel into Naby Keita. We can kill it off here. Ooh, that's well wide. It's unlucky. Great counter-attacking football. Naby Keita, great ball out into Vitinho. He'll find Dybala. Back into Vitinho. Can we make it 3 in this first half? Vitinho into the box. He's got Milinkovic-Savic to look for. Looks to dig one out. Could still fall. Doesn't still fall. But we'll take the 2. We'll absolutely take it. And those are 2 names you do not see on the score sheet very often. Vitinho back in the side today. Gets his goal. Some good perseverance. And then, what a goal. What a collector's item that is. In such a huge game. Bernardo streaking up from the back. Finishing well. Let's just see this one off. Put the pressure on Manchester City. I wonder who's playing first. It's always exciting in these final weeks. Who will have the advantage of knowing the other team's score? Well, if Manchester City haven't played yet, they'll certainly be even more nervous than they were before. Oh, Keita, great balance. Away from Torreira. Oh, Dybala with the footwork. The fanciest of footworks. Cuts back here. Dybala's low effort. Oh, the snapshot. He generates such power. Such a small amount of backlift. Look at that, lovely. Away from Mavropanos. No issues there. Too tricky inside. Forced a good save. Sessegnon, great play away from Dubois, which is a dangerous ball in. Dybala with the first time effort. Forcing a very good save, unlucky. Ozil, dangerous ball into the box. Welbeck. That came off Alisson's feet there. That was crazily close. Arsenal now looking dangerous. Ozil, lovely ball into Danny Welbeck. Great save, Alisson. Cannot allow them a goal now. Got to keep this 2-goal advantage. Lovely ball into Hector Bellerin, the substitute now in a really dangerous position. Bernardo had to get it right there and he did. That's a good ball into Aubameyang. Ooh, Alisson again with the save. Arsenal really pushing here. So 82 minutes on the clock here. Ozil with the corner, looking for Welbeck. Gets up ahead of Trent. And that is a really important goal for Arsenal and for Manchester City. Could this be a way back into the game for Arsenal? Or can we keep them at bay now for the remaining 6 or so minutes in this one? Hopefully yes. And the Ox now just on the pitch will bring it forward. It's all opened up for him here. We're not going to pass it. We are going to keep the ball. We are not stupid. We are stupid. We've been stupid throughout this series. But if we can do something clever today, it should be keeping that in, for fuck's sake. No, 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 no. Don't give the ball back. Chance for Bellerin to put one in here. Aubameyang. Oh my god. Oh, what a goal that is. That is heartbreak for Liverpool. Oh, I couldn't really fully compute that there. I was about to start. Floods of teeth. Just he is offside. Just about. What a finish this is though. Right, come on. It's like a minute left. Let's just keep the ball. 3 minutes left even. Okay. Come on. Possession kept. Yes. 10 seconds left. We've done enough in this one. Can you believe it? A win against Arsenal in this crucial game. And now we just have to wait and see what the Manchester City score is. I mean, we'd expect a win from them, but to keep them under pressure at the end of the season, into the final game, into the final day, is all we could really have hoped for. We're going to be hoping for them to slip up, either today or in the final fixture of the season. But we've done enough. We've fulfilled our side of the bargain. It makes you look back on some of the games we have lost or failed to win this season and really get quite upset. Could be on course for a double here, but as it stands, we won't be. As it stands, we just need to see how City did. Huddersfield, come on. Couldn't they have managed something quite incredible? No, they didn't. No, it was a big ask. It was a huge ask from Huddersfield. And that 2-point gap remains. Oh, I feel like, didn't we push with Leeds? Didn't we push them pretty close in the end? They're just so consistent. The 2-point gap is almost more difficult to take than 5. I mean, obviously it is. Anyway, focus. Next game is the big one. 90 minutes, maybe more than 90 minutes, do or die. And there's Bielsa and his captain Fabinho in their pre-FA Cup conference. And Bielsa there looks in good spirits, looks confident. I mean, he knows this side have got enough to beat Chelsea. Unfortunately, Sessegnon will not feature in the final. That is a real kick in the teeth. He has been excellent. Moreno, not the player you want to be bringing in. We could play Pavard there. Might be a better option. It's not ideal. Not ideal at all. But there we are. FA Cup final in the next one. Just curious to see, who does City have on the last day of the season? They have Everton at the Etihad. You'd expect a win there. Fortunately, a draw will almost certainly be enough for Manchester City because of the goal difference. Yeah, well, there we are. It's going to come down all to the final episode. Join me for that one. It's going to be a big one. I'll see you in a bit.